Another war in the Middle East. Control oil. And you control the world economy. The price of a barrel of oil has risen again. How can ordinary people protect their money and savings? The Monkey thinks the biggest wars in modern history may have had one hidden cause: oil. The energy competition in today's world is the same old story. West versus East. Superpower versus superpower. The United States produces a large share of its oil domestically, but China imports about 70% of its oil. Here is China's weakness. Much of that oil passes through one narrow waterway, the Strait of Hormuz. If someone controls those routes, they control the energy lifeline of the world, which is why the U.S. started the U.S.-Iran war in 2026 to control the oil route to China. Yes. Oil gives countries geopolitical power. Wherever oil flows, major powers follow, often creating conflicts. World War I. World War II, Suez Crisis. Iran, Iraq, War. Persian Gulf, War. U.S.-Iraq, War. U.S.-Iran War in 2026. In ancient world, this black liquid had almost no value. Today, it is the black gold. It shapes economies, politics, global wars, and even everybody's daily life. Thousands of years ago in ancient Persia and Mesopotamia, people used oil for very simple things: sealing boats, lighting torches. Back then, oil was not a world-changing resource. But in the 19th century, everything changed. Kerosene lamps replaced whale oil. Gasoline engines were invented. Suddenly, oil powered everything: cars, ships, planes. The world finally noticed its value. In 1859, the first modern oil well was drilled in the United States. This event marked the birth of the modern oil industry, or perhaps the beginning of modern global problems. 59 years later, in 1908, the first industrial oil well in the Middle East was drilled in Iran. Britain quickly entered Iran's oil sector. Yup, wherever oil exists, major powers follow. The gold countries with the largest oil reserves include Venezuela, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Canada, Iraq. Together they hold about 60% of the world's oil. Now it becomes clear why global powers try to influence these regions. Oil still matters today because it powers almost everything: planes, ships, trucks. It is also the base of everyday petrochemicals like plastics, rubber, fabrics, and medicines. Oil is extremely energy dense. A small amount produces enormous power, and global infrastructure depends on it. Pipelines, refineries, gas stations. A single oil field can shift the balance of power between nations. Oil even affects the power of the U.S. dollar. Most oil trades are conducted in U.S. dollars. This system is known as the petrodollar system. Because the world constantly needs dollars to buy oil, global demand for the U.S. dollar remains strong, and that strengthens U.S. economic power. The country that controls oil resources can influence the global economy, and when oil prices rise, the effects spread everywhere. Transport becomes more expensive, factories face higher production costs, food and everyday goods become more expensive. In fact, even the price of something as simple as a loaf of bread can be connected to oil prices. The result? Global inflation. A famous example was the 1973 oil crisis, when energy shortages shocked the global economy. What should ordinary people do? Economists give practical recommendations. Avoid increasing your debts and loans because interest rates usually rise. Keep some cash or highly liquid assets. Reduce unnecessary spending like a new phone and eating out. Reduce energy consumption where possible, like using public transport. Convert part of stock market or cryptocurrency investments into gold or silver. The monkey closes his notebook and says, "That black liquid from ancient Persia still runs the world. Oil is not just fuel, it is power, it is politics, and it remains one of the most powerful engines of the global economy."